Hello people, welcome to the channel CrustG-G, where today we're going to be adding more to the TV and movie mass multiverse web. Okay, this episode will be mainly more entries from viewers, people that commented in the comments. We're starting off with more from Bengen the Nintendo Kid. Thank you again. Uh, oh, actually, after this first entry. Because a new MCU show just dropped. A spin-off of Hawkeye is Echo. Watched it, loved it. I wouldn't say one of my favorites, but it's pretty good. Check it out if you're into the MCU. And the first 2024 thing, I think. I hope that's right. But yeah. As far as I know, it's the first 2024 thing to be added here. Alright. Now, onto the viewer suggested things. Gonna go over to Bear in the Big Blue House. Zoom out a bit. There it is. Because that has a spin-off called Breakfast with Bear from 2005. There we go. And then we're going to go over to the Pixar side of things with a spin-off of Cars, the Cars franchise specifically, but because it came out after Cars 3, I'm just branching it off of there. Where is... right down here. Cars 3. Because I guess a couple years ago, I completely missed it. Hold on. Cars on the Road from 2022. It's a spin-off miniseries. There are a few things that I've actually missed putting on, I think, for like spin-offs of the Pixar stuff that went straight to Disney Plus. And I'm still not sure if I should add like Lightyear here, because it obviously doesn't take place in the same universe, but it's a movie within the Toy Story universe. I don't know why I'm moving this stuff around. I don't need to be over here. But, whatever. Moving on. Oh, how am I going to find this? A spin-off of Family Matters. Oops, no. Do I... Uh-oh. Married with Children? No. Maybe it's up here, like, branched off of Girl Meets World, Boy Meets... Family Matters, here it is. Haha. There. Family Matters spun off a very recent movie, Urkel Saves Santa, the movie, from 2023, which likely would not ever be seen as canon, but it's fine. It's good enough. why. Give me that. Okay. Then we got another Space Ghost Coast to Coast connection that I missed somehow. So gotta go back over to the Hanna-Barbera side of things. No. Go Coast to Coast. I don't even know what I tried to say there. Coast to Coast. Oh boy. It is The Brack Show, which is just a spin-off, just a straight up spin-off from 2000. Okay, maybe I could just head down a bit. There we go. Move that down a bit. And there. That barely fit. This is getting ridiculous. And now, onto the main crux of the video. Again, this is these next two connections came from Bangin the Nintendo Kid, but it kind of runs in pretty concretely with another commenter's suggestions. Gonna go over to where we started it all. If I could find it, I think it's this way. Lone Ranger, Batman, there's Batman. Batman more, Supergirl, Batwoman, Arrow, here we are. Constantine with, I don't know how to say this name, but the Fleischer's Superman. This specific version of Superman. And we're going to be moving this away from here soon, so, but I'm just going to leave it, like, overlapping with stuff for now until we get to that. Oh, that connects to My Adventures with Superman, because the multiverse is explored via Mr. I am not trying to say that name. Via the see? The fifth dimensional imp, I think? Imp? Mixie. And shows various previous versions of Superman. Well, two already established versions, including this one. Yeah, I'm actually... delete that. I'm gonna move this, actually. Yeah, around here is fine. My Adventures with Superman. Which is also a show I've been meaning to watch and haven't gotten around to yet. There we go. This version was shown in here. And then the other version of Superman that shows up in this show is from Superman the Animated Series from 1996. I know it doesn't really connect yet. You know that this connects. I connected it originally to Constantine just because there wasn't a specific place to put it, I think, or maybe because he interacted with this version in uh, a comic that connected to the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover special event, whatever. But it will connect soon. Just Superman the animated series. Yep. There we go. Now we're moving on to suggestions from Joaquim. I think it's Joaquim, and I didn't think they would have appreciated me saying the whole name because it does kind of seem like it might be their whole name, just not just a username. Thank you for the suggestions. I appreciate the help, everybody. We're moving right down here to Batman the Brave and the Bold. Because there is another multiverse spanning event going on here. The Brave and the Bold connects to various versions of Batman, labeled Batman of the Multiverse, the Batman of the Multiverse, and that group first appeared in the episode Game Over for Owlman, I think. Excuse me, I'm still sick, sorry. The first one we're talking about today is... Oh, whoops, I forgot to show this. Batman the Brave and the Bold is Batman Beyond, the future version of Batman Terry McGinnis. From 1999. Come on. Showed up in that show. Okay. Then next Batman to show up in the Batman of the Multiverse is from Super Friends. This guy. I think the Robin from this version also showed up, but I didn't really look into that because the versions of Robin that showed up were also just from the different Batman that I already included, so. Super Friends. 1973. There was a slight tangent I want to go on later, like before I end off the video. Back to one of the other the entries that I already put on, but I don't want to go off track right now, so moving on to the Batman. This version of Batman also showed up as one of the Batman of the Multiverse. When I first saw the Batman, I'm like, I don't think that movie was out yet when this episode came out, because I thought they were talking about the Batman with the vampire guy playing him. This is the Batman 2004. Okay, hold up. I think I'm gonna swap around Batman Beyond and the Batman. Because Batman Beyond takes place in its own animated universe, the DCAU. Excuse me. Which I kind of went a little off the deep end a while ago trying to figure out a specific way to get these shows connected into this universe. And I already kind of are, in this video I already did with Superman the Animated Series. But the bulk of it is through Batman. The show that came out before, not before. Actually, yes, before. I need to just finish my thoughts. The show that came out before Batman Beyond was the New Batman Adventures, and takes place before it, obviously. It's still following Bruce Wayne. (1997). Okay. Then the New Batman Adventures is a spin-off of Batman the Animated Series from 1992. I didn't realize how old that show is. Also, I know it seems like this is probably a universe that I care a lot about because of my comments earlier. I have never seen any of this stuff. Uh, what I'm adding today, what I've added today. Actually, yeah. Which is a little bit weird. Moving on. Of course, Batman the Animated Series had a crossover with Superman the Animated Series, along with something else later on. So let's... okay. You go down here, you go down here. There we go. I think this show already ended before this one started, and this one started after this one started. I think Batman probably showed up on this show. Probably. Let me know if that's wrong, but anyways, then they both had a spin-off series called, you know it, Justice League from 2001. There you go. Then Justice League had a crossover with a different show, which didn't belong, didn't, hold on. it wasn't a DC comic at all until later on, and that is Static Shock. The original idea for the crossover on Static Shock was supposed to be for, I think there was an Avengers series that was going on. Series, shut up. I think there was an Avengers series. That's what I said. Uh, that was going on the same time that Static Shock was running. And that kind of fell through, and they swapped it out with the Justice League. Excuse me. Sorry, I know that's gross, but I'm still kind of sick. 2000. I believe they showed up on Static Shock. Also, Static Shock ended up going into the future at one point and meeting Terry McGinnis and going around in that world. I don't know if they... Again, this was probably a Static Shock episode, but I'm not sure if it was actually a Batman Beyond episode. It doesn't matter. The worlds are connected. And then we're going back over to... I don't know why I came back here. We're going back over to Batman Beyond because that had a spin-off called The Zeta Project from 2001. Now, this all wasn't from the comments. I did find... But the main part of it from the comments did lead me to get all this connected. So they get all the credit. But I did do a little bit of research on different wikis about this as well. Oh boy, I just... There you go. Justice League also had a spin-off, Justice League Unlimited, from 2004. I don't have anything written down. I should have put spin-off there for at the very least. I'm dumb. ...2004. Oh! I just thought of something I should have mentioned. I know that there's a... I added it a while ago, and I think it kind of is a linchpin in all this, but the version of Batman that Scooby-Doo originally met in, like, the new Scooby-Doo movies, I think, did show up in that Batman the Brave and the Bold episode as a part of the Batman of the Multiverse. So that is all connected here as well. That Scooby-Doo version, all those connections are still 100% canon, and I was never sure if that was the right choice to make when I did it originally. But retroactively, I'm fine. Okay. Now back over to Batman the Animated Series. Oh boy. Oh, there are a few... Oh no. Scooby-Doo, why are you here? I thought I would have had enough room here. Okay. That over here. Justice League. Okay, Static Shock. Batman the Animated Series. Superman, the animated series. I think that works. My Adventures with Superman. Really? You can't just move as needed? Here we go. I think that works. Okay. Better, I think. Zoom in. There. Sorry. Batman the Animated Series has a few spin-off movies. There's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It takes place during the Batman of the Animated Series version. $19.93. Then there is actually one that I branched off of, the new Batman Adventures. That being Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero from 1998. Yeah, that makes sense because that one was already over and this one had just started. So, sure, that's fine. Sub-Zero. 1988. Come on. There, that's fine. That works. And then there was a movie... Oh. There's actually 2 more movies. Anyways. One that branches off of Batman Beyond. Come on. And that is Batman Beyond Return of the Joker from 2000. Excuse me. Which is obviously a Batman Beyond movie. Also takes place, or came out after this show had started running. But then one that came out in 2003, but more lines up with connecting it to the new Batman Adventures, in my opinion. I don't know for sure. That is Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, because the wiki that I got this from said that it takes place between, I guess, the end of the new Batman Adventures and the flashback parts of Return of the Joker between them. So, yeah. Batman. Batwoman 2003. There you go. And also off of the new Batman Adventures, because why not? There is Gotham Girls, which is a web cartoon that was released starting in 2000. Obviously, Gotham lines up more with Batman, so that's why. Nope. I'm adding it here. Also, since, Harley Quinn wasn't originally in the comics and first appeared in the animated series, and she's one of the girls of Gotham Girls here. This is obviously in the same universe. Unless this came out after they moved her over to the comics as well. I don't know. I'm not that in. I don't know that much about the history. Now we're gonna move over to Superman the Animated Series and add another one here. Let me move this over here. And this one is very much less logical, but I'm adding the Lobo animated web cartoon as well and adding it here. Apparently it's confirmed to take place in the DC animated universe, but doesn't really have any ties to already established characters because it takes place in deep space. But since Superman came from space, I'm just adding it, connecting it to there. So yeah, just Lobo 2000. And if he showed up in any of the other cartoons, any of Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, maybe Static Shock or any of the Batman cartoons, which I think it would make more sense for him to be in a Superman cartoon because he could actually stop him, or a Justice League cartoon because they could all work together to stop him, whatever. But yeah, if he showed up anywhere else and it makes more sense to add him somewhere else in the universe here, let me know in the comments. It wouldn't be hard to move him somewhere else. And then lastly, for this video and for this universe, or actually multiverse, because we're out of the DCAU now, the Batman has a spin-off, and that is The Batman vs. Dracula from 2005. There we go. Now on to my tangent that I said I was going to go on. Zoom the content. Let's go over here. It's about Echo. And this is going to be spoilers for Echo, so if you don't want to hear it, click away in the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, obviously, if you watched the trailers, you know Kingpin is going to be in it, and it's going to be about her, the ramifications of her, and another spoiler for Hawkeye. 3, 2, 1. Shooting Kingpin in the face at the end of Hawkeye. Anyways, all that. They go more into Kingpin's backstory, and they pretty much confirm that the things that happened in this section of the universe that is canon. At the very least, anything that happened with Daredevil. So maybe Daredevil and the Defenders, and these characters exist, but definitely Kingpin's backstory, and Daredevil showed up in the first episode. Loved his, if, as brief as it was, loved seeing him in it. It was the same suit as the Netflix series because it took place before his appearance in She-Hulk. Sorry. It was just awesome. But yeah, it does definitely seem like this at least is being acknowledged as MCU canon for the most part. There are like some slight changes that they made, but nothing that's exactly world breaking for this or the MCU. The what was already confirmed to be MCU, you know. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here. I am so excited to see more from this side of the universe. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and leave a like on the video. If you didn't, there's another button for that. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, be notified whenever I upload. If you have any suggestions of things you want me to add, if I missed anything, or if I added something you think I shouldn't have, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate the help. But until next time, hope you have a nice day. Bye. And thank you again to the commenters for helping me with these videos. Okay, bye. Wrong thing.